knowledge of the turret aggro range very, very well. I thought he was very close to getting in range there. As Zaya's going to get stunned up, and Cuz has a red buff, so Zaya's going to have to get out of here.
Yeah, he should be okay, but let's see if Cuz flashes.
Whoa, he is going to flash in. Looks for Zayas here, and now that red buff is ticking down. Counter-Strike does come in, but another stun comes through, and PDD will spot out exactly what's going on here. Ona will move up, and Zayas is going to try and get over. Oh, the interrupt was so good out of Ona, but maybe he's going to give up his own life. He's going to have to flash now, as everyone's just piling in underneath this outer turret, and Keen is just pushing the wave, having a great time.
And it's one of those things where you watch the dominoes, you know that meme where the first domino goes down and it topples a huge domino? I mean, we're going to get into it in a moment. It's not over yet.
All right, Keen, let's see whether you can lock this one down. There's first blood. Ona now underneath the turret, an explosive charge. Mid-control, and Cuz being able to make sure Zayas was on the run, as Emperor's Divide is going to be thrown down here. Cuz, as I'm singing his praises,
better of it here. I think this is probably the right call.
He's skating in.
All right.
We're trying to kill him. Okay, there's on the hunt. Gumayusi is going to spell shield. He gets no value from it. Flashes out. There's the flash to follow. His aiming really wants to pick this one up. Not enough burst fire. And he will get out.
Now, aiming can't get to this fight still, though, so KT are going to have to win this one decisively.
Yeah, 4v4. Glacial Prison is going to connect as Lehens does get out of there. Carrier charms them up. As now PDD trying to get aggressive. Cuz dives in, finds 3 with the Magnastorm, but it's still Zayas that grabs one of the kills. PDD locks one down. Emperor's Divide is going to land as PDD is going to get out of it. There's the flash, avoids the grand entrance, and this Tristana is an absolute problem. Still, Carrier's going to kind of outplay him there a little bit, as the explosive charge ain't quite going to be enough. I still don't know whether he can get out, but he will.
Comes through as okay.
Faker, I think, may be dead, as Cuz is going to turn up as well. Okay. Faker's last auto attack there from BDD.
That'll defensive sums.
Take 2, as the Magnastorm is going to be here, so it's 2 versus 1, so very different scenarios
and stuff like that. The Crown, I feel like, is not super great here.
Well, we'll see how it does at this particular moment. Emperor's Divide is going to throw Cuz away. He's going to flash, and now Faker, he's looking for Cuz. The crash down is going to give him the shield, and now BDD is dancing after the rest of T1. A beautiful task, and Keen is going to deliver the board to aiming. He's going to collect that one. I mean, if they're going for a... Okay, Gumayusi going to have the spell shield pop. Great Everfrost. Gumayusi is just dead. He's way too close to all the bad guys.
So they're like, they know he's gone too. They're like, he hasn't shown for a while. He might be lurking around. They've kind of searched for him a few times. Where is he?
I don't even know. Maybe he's now decided... Oh, there he is. We found him. We found Carrier. As Cuz going to dive on top of him. The Magnastorm comes in. He battle dances to try and get himself out, as aiming doesn't skate along enough of the wall.
I mean, unless he's AFK... KT realized, like, okay, he's back there hiding because he wasn't supporting Guma when we picked him mid.
All right, but finally it has actually paid off.
There you go.
As I guess it was Zayas in the end.
At this point, as KT Rollster here.
I mean, they're just, their item lead is so massive with their 2 item spikes on both of these 80 carries. They're going to start up a fight here as the hook is going to connect. Ona just explodes, and BDD.
That's the pick they needed. And, you know, you have to be in this area as T1. Zayas will get some bounty gold here. It does have teleport. He's going to use it.
Well, teleport is going to come in. Okay, there's the quickness into the backline. Emperor's Divide finds many as Keen's trying to get out of there. The Baron is going to be secured by Cuz as aiming ults, but he's 1 versus 3 is what it feels like. Now he's going to be able to skate his way out, and KT lose no one, get a Baron, and I guess it's totally fine.
Yeah, it's actually going to be fine here.
Look on the table for KT. They have so much more money. Zayas does have a flank angle, but let's see whether the smite is going to be good. It's a Narnian Glacial Prison, but can they actually win the team fight? There's the Magnastorm. T1 looking for a battle instead of the Dragon, but they've already lost their jungler and their support. Emperor's Divide connects, but it's only really onto Lehens, who's going to find a stun onto Gumayusi and shuts him down. Aiming, grabbing a bunch of kills, walks away with full health.
This is going to make these turrets disappear. You've got a Tristana as well. Unfortunately, she's not here for the push. But, I mean, this is just so much damage.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're going to be able to stop this. Great little stun from Cuz, as well as Keen is just belly bopping this Nexus. A few more kills to pad the stats as aiming grabs himself a double, and T1 have respawned, but their Nexus will not. Game 1.
I just don't see it being a close one, just because of how these comps operate against each other. Is level 1?
Yeah, it's pretty volatile, as Hook is going to land max range as the Zenith Blade is going to miss. Aiming's flashing away, though, as Gumayushi's flashing after him. There's an early cash-in, Wolf, and you asking when... It is towards the top side. There's the flash forward, and Cuz, I don't know whether he's going to be able to make it out of this one. He's not. Shoes and just such pain as the hook is going to connect. Kerry, I'm not sure about that one, as the Ignite is going to tick down. There's the permafrost. He does get within turret range as Gumayusi taking a lot of damage. Just piercing arrow, and Gumayushi's still going to be all right.
Man, aiming, playing with fire on this Forest, but will...
Faker is in a lot of trouble, but Keen is also in a ridiculous amount of trouble. Zeus going to have to flash to get out of that. They know that this is probably happening, as Keen is already Dominus. And there's the paranoia. He dives forward. He's trying to get the stuns in, but it just does not work.
Yeah, but it's really risky for KT, but I mean, I guess you got to try something.
Yeah, they do manage to find the Glacial Prison. Zenith Blade connects this time, and Zeus could be going down. He has oh, the Ignite. It's ticking, but he's not going to fall.
I think you got to double down on this, or it's going to be a disaster. Keria has ult. He's wrapping around.
And now it's their turn to try and deny this wave. There's the flash forward from Keen. They don't find the stun though. Zeus is still here, still alive.
He's dead.
And BDD's going to move over. Carrier is just going to solo out the Leona, as Lahen's not having a great time. Cuz getting low as Faker moves on in. Nico not quite going to be able to find it here as he turns into a minion. Cuz moves in. There's the Pop Blossom, finds two! And Zeus is going to find the Harpoon. He still has basically 0 health. Faker's going to flash away, and there's at least a kill to go over to BDD. Able to use that priority and move towards this Drake pit, as there's a nice hook onto Lahen's. He does have Eclipse, and he's going to go aggressively. Finds himself a stun onto Gumayusi. Is now going to chase down the Leona. Turns his attention now as the Emperor's Divide is going to get spell shielded beautifully. BDD makes his way out, but it's not going to be enough. And Keen kind of wishes he had more than $50 in his bank account.
To me, but T1 still not actually hard committing to a fight or anything like that, just kind of casually taking the subjective.
All right, they're going to look for Gumayusi. There's the paranoia as they look to kill him. They will be able to take him down. And now it could be another one as Ona's going to explode. It's a double for aiming. And you know what? Probably dead as the ward comes down. There's paranoia. And he presses Dominus and stuff like that. But
he's not worth money. It's okay, right?
Yeah, they're going to give the kill to Zeus as well. Oh my goodness, that is absurd. It's okay. Faker might be traded for here, as Pop Blossom comes in, doesn't find anything, and BDD is going to be able to lock that one down. So a 1-for-1. You can see T1 set up on flanks in multiple areas, as Cuz actually in the lead. The Equalizer is not exactly fantastic, but the depth charge is. There's a Pop Blossom as well. The Emperor's Divide finds 4, but it's the Azir just popped like a balloon. Decent damage there as Carrier's going to go down. They get the Rumble. Keen is going to die. The cash-in comes through for Gumayusi, but I don't think they're going back to the available in 20 seconds time. And T1, they can move over and collect that. That makes map control much better as Faker comes in. They get the stopwatch out of aiming, and BDD goes golden as well. Can they actually mitigate this as the paranoia dives into the backline? Ona has to flash away though. It's a bit split, but the equalizer is decent. Keen dashing forward, trying to find Gumayusi. The permafrost comes in. Can they kill him? No, they can't. As Gumayushi's free hitting, it's a triple kill.
I'll get bounty gold for my team if they're grouping. That's all you can do in these situations sometimes. He is going to pick it up.
Yeah, equalizer comes down just to try and guarantee this turret. There's the flash, 3-man Pop Blossom. Empress Divide comes in, but it does absolutely nothing. It's a double for Guma as well. And they will not. They could even keep pushing here and look for a Nexus turret as Keen. He's pressed the Dominus button. Can they actually do anything though as he slice and dice, and now he's dead. Cuz trying to find something if he can, but the Nexus turrets are falling. A hook is going to connect there as Cuz is just going to get whittled down. Gumayusi just too massive on this Draven. They will be able to take the Nexus and even out the Krugs. And yeah, the chickens are also coming on through here as there's the all out from Zeus, but Cuz is in the area, and there he is. He flashes over, gets himself first blood on this Nocturne.
Ticking here. I think T1 should feel comfortable holding on.
Faker just doing a fair bit of damage, but there is the Justice Punch. They try to lock this one down. Pop Blossom's only onto 2. Faker keeps himself alive. Carrier's getting relatively low, and now BDD is in an awkward position. Keen gets on over and grabs the kill, though. Another all-out flies down, and Cuz is going to be dead. KT claimed position of this Rift Herald pit. We'll see whether they'll be able to get any more here. Saplings are going to be thrown in as Keen going to get headbutted out. One of the values of this Alistar is Keen dives back in once again. Lahen's is dead, and they're just keeping them at arm's length. BDD can't lock anyone down.
Owner having a bit of a great time here with Cassante. They're just winning this fight.
And it's a cloud and an ocean as, all right, they're going to see whether they can grab an advantage here as the paranoia comes in. Cuz tanks the entire culling. True Shot Barrage goes wide, and she's going to go golden. Okay, can they lock it down? Aiming does manage to get the kill as Cuz is looking to try and flash away. Lehens is pretty dangerous, but Zeus is moving in as well, and there's another kill. So congratulations, KT. You managed to kill Gumayusi, but you lost 3 in the process.
Oh, Guma played that so Cuz goes down too.
Well, now Faker is going to deliver Keen to his team. Let's see whether they can take him down. The Counter-Strike is a fair bit of value as Kerry is tanking up this turret. He tries to turn it with that last turret shot. The stopwatch, but yeah, you know, sometimes you just want to break it as Carrier is jumping on over. There is no turret here, mind you. And so Keen deciding that he's going to need to try and turn this. There's a paranoia as Keen moving towards this Sun Disc, and they realize that there's no Nocturne coming because he just wasn't in range. They tried to fake it out, and Keen now going to press that Counter-Strike button. Looks for a bit of a stun, but I mean, he was always going to die. And now a Baron is being started here by T1. They are wasting absolutely no time with this.
T1's macro on point again. And where is the entry point for BDD? He really needs to get in here. Yeah. He's on a flank potentially.
Does have a teleport available, but it's going to be very, very late, and he's quite far away as Aiming's trying to kite them as best he can. Nature's Grasp comes in. That's the Baron going to T1. Can they get out of here is the question. There's a flash Pop Blossom onto 2, but they're 2 pretty tanky boys as Zeus pulls Aiming out of this fight. He's going all out, and Aiming is trying to get this kill, but he's not even going to be able to. And BDD dies to Faker in the process. Cuz is flashing in, but it looks like it's out of frustration, and I think Carrier might die, but it takes them a while to even do that.
I didn't really consider them underdogs against D+, but in this series they massively were. Is Pop Blossom?
Yeah, gonna land on a Faker, but otherwise BDD is just dead.
He's just dead. And going back to my point,
being taken. BDD going to get a bit of a snare onto Zeus as Cuz dives in. He'll deliver a gargoyle as well as Keen wants to find a Counter-Strike. They get into the backline as Faker takes a fair bit of damage. He then dives forward. Gumayusi gets a double, and KT are too busy trying to deal with Zeus to be able to do anything about it. And Zeus might die. No, he's not. He's absolutely fine. Keen's going to be able to take down Faker, but not before getting a good old patented thumbs up. And T1 back on the Baron now, Aiming, trying to get to work. Misses a whole bunch of
No
Qs.
way.
And if Zeus just comes over and kills him, that would be so very sad.
Oh my God.
He's going to do it. He's going to help out.
Oh man, I don't know if you recover from this, KT. This is not close. It's not close at all.
Well, it's not. There is still more to play for after this, but this is looking like T1 are turning this series on its head. A lot of low health bars, though, as T1 do get out of here. Sentinel going to turn up. There's the paranoia. BDD looking for that angle if he can find it. As there he goes, headbutt just to get rid of him. Carrier's going to go golden, and Taunt does come through onto Zeus, but he's so tanky. And the wallets are starting to really get heavy in this one. Ona dives forward. Oh my goodness, a passive getting him all of his health back. And here from Keen, one last ditch effort here for KT as they look to defend their last remaining Nexus turret. Keen's walking in. They're looking to get on top of Gumayusi as the Emperor's Divide is fantastic. That's going to keep them away from the President. Land's going to be taken down here as, once again, Carrier playing bouncer. Zeus doing the same thing. The Q3 is going to be fantastic. Faker picking up a bunch of kills. And yeah, Keen, you've got a really cool Counter-Strike, but I don't think it's going to be saving this game. Aiming back onto the fountain. Gumayusi going to lock down that kill, and T1 will dominate KT in game number 3. Game 1, not close. Game 2, even not closer, but on the side. Keen's going to be able to get a demolish and possibly even grab himself a plate here as he decides not to farm up this wave underneath the turret, as that is a Dominus as BDD's moving in. Zeus is just going to explode, and Keen just... Okay, Hook is going to connect here onto the level 5 Alistar, who is just dead. That is Aiming collecting. He's gone lethal tempo. This is on hit for the Varus. So Aiming's going to find a Chains of Corruption onto Gumayusi, who soaks a lot of damage, and he's feeling pretty comfortable, as that is a dead Crocodile that I'm observing, although Cuz going to move on over. BDD is in position, so it's a 2v2, but Faker's going to move on over as well.
You mentioned a lethal tempo, and I think Aiming with this setup, this rune setup here, is going to be much more relevant than we were talking about.
Oh, there's a big old headbutt. Special delivery towards Owner is now Keen. Doesn't have flash, but Cuz, he can get the stun. Over the wall he goes with the dice, and the crash down is going to get Cuz out of there. Kind of beautifully played here as Faker taking a lot of damage. It is the real version. Piercing arrow going to be available. Let's see whether he can get any good damages. Yeah, Owner going to get taken down, but that's a big pop blossom from Faker, but still you can see that Aiming is free hitting. Carrier dives on top of him, and Gumayusi is already dead. The Drake secured by T1. It's another Cloud Soul, and now Faker is running for potential safety, but Aiming just greets him and says, nope. That is going to be the pickup on the kill on the mid laner. 3 kills! Bit of a buffer, not necessarily needing to worry about the same level of, okay, BDD's over the wall. Gumayusi going to get flashed on as he's just going to explode. That is going to be the reset, and BDD uses most of his health bar, but he's going to pick up the solo kill.
Faker's a big problem. Aiming also significantly ahead. Looking for this flank here. Might have a false sense of security as BDD coming over.
That's going to be a big knock-up. Oh my goodness, just into the bouncy castle is Ona, and he's just going to get last hit by BDD. Carrier still lying in wait once again as Faker's going to get flashed on them, wasting no time in this game. And I think KT have found their mojo again.
Yeah,
it took them a little while, but they have got it. As 16 minutes in, this is Cuz can actually steal this one away as Keen dives into that backline. There's a pop blossom, but it's only on to one. The Drake loses interest, but KT are doing so much damage. No, it's Gumayusi trying to turn it on its head as Aiming wants to try and get away from this gigantic Aatrox, who says absolutely not. Flashes on top of him, and T1 have found the team fight. The flash out from Carrier. BDD trying to escape. Drake is taken by KT, but now T1 are closing in. They've lost no one just yet. And I think we may have called this one a little early as Keen dives in. Ona takes so much damage and is able to get the last stab on the Crocodile. BDD dives in, but it's another S rank picked up. And BDD is out of there. It's like Zeus as well, who's lurking in that flank angle. Keen also over the wall is going to wander over this ward as Gumayusi in the back of the pit. Carrier is going to get hooked by Lahens. They want that headbutt on cooldown before they go for any sort of engage. As Faker looking for an angle. There's a pop blossom onto 3. They dive into the back line and BDD just explodes. Lahens trying to get the work done, and it's actually a triple kill for Keen, who's the one that's saying, remember me now, Wolf. I think it's the top laner for KT as he's hunting them down. I thought that this was for sure going to be T1 taking the team fight, but this Crocodile has a much fuller wallet.
Oh man, the big wallet on that Croc. Zeus is going to get taken out here. They give the kill over to Aiming. It looks like Owner is going to massive heal, and over here Carrier looks like he's dead.
Yeah, he is very dead. He's going to get a pulverize.
Flank.
Oh, Ona, can he get in there? I don't think he's going to be able to, but can they actually win a fight afterwards? It's not a great pop blossom as now Zeus looking for that flank angle like you were talking about. He's found Aiming, but Aiming finds a stopwatch and Gumayusi dives in, gets the S rank. BDD's out of there. It's still BDD getting a kill up to the back end, and Zeus somehow falls down. Aiming is auto-attacking, and remember, this is an attack speed variety of the Varus, and he's kiting beautifully. Carrier has Blight stacked all over the place, but Aiming is not going to be
the narrative. Not in this game.
Faker marching in as the knee. Okay, never mind. Cuz is going to catch him out with a Magnet Storm. The tower is going to fall down first. Decent snare there as Cuz able to get himself out. And Keen, it seems like he's unkillable now, but Zeus, he's going to try and prove us wrong. His Edge of Night is going to get popped as this inhibitor in trouble. Big teleport angle as Faker is looking for it, but KT, they just back all the way out.
He has flash for the engage as well, but he's just a bit too far away. KT very aware of this possibility, now just going to chase down Zeus.
Yeah, Cuz is cantering on his pants right now, looking for the angle. And Zeus, he's got GA. This is actually massive. If they're able to catch him out, because it's a lot of resources that are then going to be used up. He's going to pop the World Ender. Is the rest of T1 going to be able to turn up in time is the question, as he's down to the GA now, and T1, they can't even get there. They can't even save him. Hook is going to come through, and Zeus will be...
He's, you can't ult on people, but Lahens might be caught. I don't know about this.
Well, Cloud Rift is going to help him out there as they're going to go for the re-engage instead. BDD in great position as Keen is going to flash on top of Gumayusi. He's going to try and get out of there. The pop blossom's massive. Everyone is just bouncing around as BDD's going to get knocked off. Gumayusi gets the S rank, but immediately he's going to go down because it's a triple for BDD. Maybe the quadra in the end, but no, it's Aiming that locks that one down. And cue the Silver Scrapes, Wolf. This one's going the distance.
This one's going the distance. Keen coming up big in lane, getting massive advantages, saving that one team fight that T1 had the perfect engage on, but it ultimately wasn't enough. The Samira not panning out this time around.
Pro, but he's been there before, but never with his teammates. And now he's there with all of his teammates. And that says a lot for how that win rate has expanded.
We saw this last time.
Oh dear.
And here comes BDD.
Yeah, Owner is going to be here as well, but Counter-Strike does come down. Kane's a little bit late to this as Cuz is going to flash away. BDD's now in trouble as Ace going to flash the jump, and Owner is looking for it, but BDD flashes away as well. Do we have any flashes left available? The answer is no from Owner. He used his... But not Lehens.
The Renekton pressure point allows him to delay. Oh, Faker.
Faker could be in a lot of trouble. There's the flash, the buster shot, and he gets the kill with the last auto. BDD with the solo in game 5.
Can survive. This does have ult and flash.
Yeah, ult and flash up and available. He's going to press that Dominus now, but T1 are just piling in. That's going to be the crash down, and that should just be the kill inside him. There's the Glacial Prison. It's going to interrupt the back there from Kane, who's going to slice and dice and try to get within flash range, and does flash just about picture perfectly, but still it's not going to be enough. If they find the engage that they're looking for, it's very important. Now they have spotted the flank, doing their homework, trying to make sure that they can get rid of the Jax if he does come in. Nature's Grasp to come down. Shelly is going to get stolen by Owner, actually, and he collects the eye as BDD. He does have the jump now down. Immediate buster shot to try and get him out of there as the Whirling Death does a lot of damage. Zeus going to be taken down as now BDD diving on top of Gumayusi. That is a beautiful killer instinct to get him out of there. As T1, they are going to put down the Rift Herald, and now the Nature's Grasp is flying forward. Zeus looking for the angle onto aiming. He does have Cleanse. There's a Magnet Storm to dive into the backline. Great counter-strike there from Zeus as already the Crocodile is being taken down, but double 80 carries are wailing onto Zeus, who leap strikes his way out. The Dragon is forgotten, and now it's a 4 versus 5. And Zeus, he can go back, he can teleport back into the fight. The Emperor's Divide is massive. Aiming's going to flash immediately afterwards, though, as the Bramble Smash is good. Faker goes down, but aiming is going to fall, and the blades are not. They're going to remain blue, and most of them are in the river now as well. BDD does manage to take down Gumayusi, but he is going to have to vacate the area as Cuz gives himself up to try and save Lehens. It's valiant, but it doesn't quite work, and getting Zeus ahead even after things went wrong at level 1. Remember, like, KT had started off in a pretty good position as Cuz goes in. They think they may have caught out Owner, and maybe they just have as he flashes, tries to get out of the way. The Magnet Storm is just gorgeous as BDD gets rid of Carrier, but it might be the cash-in for aiming. He does get it, but in the meantime,
it doesn't matter.
Gumayusi gets a cash-in of his own, and Zeus is just destroying the base. So Gratz aiming, you managed to get a bunch of money. T1 are going to grab a Baron. They're going to grab bits of your base as well.
Gotta get Zeus here, maybe.
Oh dear. Lehen's going to try and turn it as best he can as aiming. Not sure what he can do here as they put up the Emperor's Divide. Keen going to go golden. There's the flash out from aiming. He's trying to juggle these blades. And then goes Keen. He manages to find one, but it's a double. Stay up. It's not going to happen here as Owner may have been caught out of position yet again. Taking a little bit of damage here as Whirling Death does fly through, and Lehens is the one credited with that one, but he's still going to go down as his as well. But I don't know.
Just pushing it.
Really going to mean as Cuz down to 50% once again. They look for an angle. Glacial Prison going to connect onto Keen. He's down to his GA as the Nature's Grasp comes in. Lehens trying to get a lockdown as there is Faker going down. Emperor's Divide already come through, and look at the raid boss. Zeus is going to go golden with his Zhonya's aiming. Still free hitting in this one, and BDD is still alive as well. It is a trade of 1-for-1 once again.
He's in the bot lane pushing it already.
Yeah, and there is the Glacial Prison once again. They just sweep the floor with him. Cuz is going to go down also. Aiming going to flash immediately, and 280 carries in a Crocodile. That is all KT has to try and stop at least Zeus, but also the rest of T1 from just destroying these Nexus turrets. And I think T1 may have done it once again. It's a 5-game series, and once again they're the team that comes out on top, unless that Whirling Death does way more than I expect, but it does not. Aiming's doing some damage here to Gumayusi, but the Nexus is the one that's going to go down, and T1, the underdogs from 5th place, now up against 1st place. They take the win and stay in the upper bracket of playoffs.